Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24/7. My name is Kitty Bahel. There's some big breaking news now coming in at the top of this hour. The Supreme Court came down heavily on the Allahabad High Court over its recent objectionable remark in a rape case, saying that such observations should not have been made. The top court lamented a recent order by the Allahabad High Court where it had granted bail to a person accused of raping a woman and said that the woman had herself invited trouble. Well, this is what we are learning at the moment. Strong observations have been made in the Supreme Court today. The Supreme Court has come down heavily on the Allahabad High Court over its recent order. Supreme Court has said that judges need to be more careful. My colleague Nupur is also now joining us on the broadcast here. Nupur, strong observations by Supreme Court. Take us through the details. What has the court said? And is the court also going to take cognizance of the matter, the case that the Allahabad High Court was hearing?
Well, Kitty, this particular observation that today the Supreme Court has made regarding the Allahabad High Court order has come in a similar matter where the Supreme Court had initiated suo motu cognizance, whereby the Allahabad High Court had observed that breaking open the string of a pajama of a minor victim, dragging her below a culvert and grabbing her breast before fleeing the spot because people arrived to rescue her would not amount to attempt to rape. The Supreme Court had in fact stayed these controversial parts. Now the Supreme Court today was again hearing the same case proceedings, as the mother of the victim child has also approached the top court against that Allahabad High Court order. Today, while hearing this case, the Supreme Court made this observation about the another Allahabad High Court order that had drawn scrutiny from across the country. We have just last week reported about that order where the Allahabad High Court judge, while granting a rape accused bail, had observed that even if the victim was raped, it was her fault and she invited trouble because she is a master's student, she is a postgraduate student, and she was herself aware of the consequences of her actions and morality of her actions. Now, today the Supreme Court, while coming down heavily on the Allahabad High Court for this remark in the judgment, has observed that even if a case for bail was made out, the judge should have been careful about making such comments, and has in fact Justice P.R. Gavai has questioned that why make such remarks? Why such remarks were made in the first place? If you have to grant a bail, then grant the bail based on the nuances of the case. But why make such a victim allegation? That was the question that we at NDTV had also previously raised.
Absolutely, and that's the question actually. Well, that the judges also need to take into account as to why would they make such comments or remarks. These are highly insensitive remarks, and that's what the top court has also said, that if you want to grant bail, grant it, going through the process of law, of course, but you shouldn't be making such remarks. And this is not the first time that a judge from Allahabad High Court has made such highly insensitive remarks. Well, we understand that the Supreme Court blasted the Allahabad High Court after it had given bail to a person who was accused of raping a student and said the woman herself invited trouble. This was when the court was hearing a similar case. Remember, the Allahabad High Court judge, one of the judges there, had said that mere grabbing of the breast of a minor does not amount to rape, and there were these observations have been made in this context as well. This was the case that the Supreme Court was hearing, and the top court has now flagged another highly sensitive and shocking remark by the Allahabad High Court.